EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. When you talk about this Jets defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
This pass out wide to Hall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now an audible here into something else.
First down, New York.
Steal, black.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal, Jets.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Green.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Murray going to fire this out to Harrison. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. The Cardinals at 9-7 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Jets defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Murray. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
That's into the hands of Alomar. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New York.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
Ready.
They'll give to Hall. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Smash, red. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 2nd and 2.
Now he's going to step up and run. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut. Hey, check Max 45. White, white. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal, New York.
Ready, red, cycle, 50.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Blue strike, blue, cut.
2nd and 15. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
33, yellow. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick here is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And he will bring this across midfield to the
nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A gain of 19
Green
yards.
Jack.
First down, Jets.
Hut.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
10. Black. 95. White. Yellow. Blue.
Gonzalez will go in motion right.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They go play action here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carroll. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. That is caught at the 7th. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Benson is in. Touchdown, Arizona. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
New York.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Murray going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carroll.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A final shot before half from Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 10.
Hey, blue. 10 black. Stay.
A handoff for Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Murray. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going for it. Here's Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a two-point try. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Murray. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And given 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
52, shot, 17. Hold 3. Right 2. Drill green. Black ultra. Hut.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Field, black. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Powering his way forward. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Benson. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run with Benson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Trey Benson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Down. Red. Stop 52 Bulls. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there.
They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Ready?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Block of 45. One. Hut, hut.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Omaha.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to fire one out wide. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of first as he's dropped at the 46. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Red, Beetle, Blue.
He'll look to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and Blue at the 28-yard line.
2nd down in the yard.
Come on, set.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now to
huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Murray now going to do it himself. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. What? Omaha.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
47-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Omaha.
To throw is Murray. That's complete to McBride. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Complete to Trey McBride. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. They run over center with Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Jets 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Claws rest 50. Green. Drill green. Set, hut.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain
And now they'll shift things around.
Hut, hut.
Hall again on 2nd down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Green jack. Sit. Mega.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A nice little juke. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. 2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now.
Red, smash, red, white, ready.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 33, Cardinals 29.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Come on.
Now Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he would get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Throw left side complete. That's Carroll. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Final 2 seconds. This is it.
Come on.
Murray, one final try. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Jets, they do get the victory that pushes them over 500 for the season as they finish at 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Arizona,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
but they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.